Okay, so a friend of mine is wanting to put a tattoo on her finger because she's had hand surgery and her fingers have changed and she can't wear her precious rings. So she wants to start with henna first. So here is how we transferred. I drew the pattern first, okay? I drew the pattern, okay, that she wanted. Okay.
Onto transfer paper.
I just drew it on regular paper.
Regular paper.
And then I have transfer paper that is provided with instructions from this company where I buy my henna products. Okay. And it's just like carbon paper. You can see here. Okay. So I put this carbon paper over regular paper and put the original design on top.
Okay. So it just makes it darker.
And drew it.
Yeah.
Okay. Traced it.
Yeah.
And it came out on here. Now after that process was done, I then put activator, which is just a little liquid bottle I have that came with my kit. But basically activator is distilled water, glycerin, and rubbing alcohol. Just 1 drop or 2. Rubbed it around and laid this transfer paper right on top of my finger.
So that just helps the carbon get onto your finger.
Yeah, so then I put that there onto my finger, okay? Now this, they say, can be used again. So I'm going to keep that there with my kit. Okay, now we're going to apply the henna, which is going to take place over here. So I have the henna pre-made stuff that they sent with the kit, and I automatically just put it in my freezer when I'm not using it, okay? And then I defrosted it. Now I need to make a sugar and lemon juice syrup for afterwards, a paste. This is a sealer, okay?
Sugar and lemon juice.
Yeah, this seals it all in place. It helps protect it to stay on the skin for a little bit longer, so that the henna will last. The stain of the henna will last a good 2 weeks.
So you don't have to do this, but if you do, it'll last longer.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I usually do mine at night, and then I do it at night, and then
it gives it like a good 8 hours to sink into the skin without you rubbing it and smearing it.
Sometimes I put corn syrup powder or talcum powder on the top.
Cornstarch?
Cornstarch or talcum powder on the top. Okay, so then I'm going to get my henna out here that I've sealed shut with a piece of tape from the last time I used it.
Cornstarch sounds like more natural. And,
yeah. Come on, baby. Yes. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to come out, so I have to make sure it's coming out.
So some kind of applicator?
Yes, this is the what comes in, and I have extra of these to fill.
It's like a pastry cone.
Yeah, so it's coming out very slowly. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start working this pattern. This is an experiment, so I want to really get into henna. There's all kind of books. There's all kinds of patterns and templates. But what I like to do is freehand a lot.
Just squeezing it. Real gently.
And sometimes I like to brush it on. I consider henna like as an art medium, and I would like to work with a little bit more in a painterly way. But we're just going to do an experiment here. See if my friend will be interested in this type of thing. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm too close with the camera.
Almost done. And I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure which hand was damaged. Her dominant hand or
in her surgery.
Yeah, non-dominant hand.
Right. But well, somebody else can do the application too.
Yeah,
That's like a tattoo artist does.
Yeah, exactly. So now we're going to let this dry for just a second, and then I'm going to put, when it starts to crumble up, let's see, now I'm going to add some.
So that's like icing, like that's raised. It's not just like ink or anything. It's definitely got a third dimension to it.
But
I don't know if that's coming out in the video or not, but yeah, it sort of is now. Henna
is a natural product if you get the good stuff. This is the good stuff. they say not to buy like the black commercial stuff because there's a lot of like commercial toxins and poisons in those. Henna is made from, I forget what plant, but it's made from a plant. It's plant-based, and it's added like tree oil and natural oils are added to it.
So there's a big difference between the different kinds of henna that you can get out there. You want to make sure that you get the stuff with the all-natural ingredients.
Yes.
You don't want to poison yourself through your skin.
Yes. Let me grab a paintbrush.
Sure.
Because what's going to happen next is, I need a soft paintbrush. As this hardens up a little bit, which it doesn't take too long, when it starts to harden up, you want to apply, just dab very gently the sugar paste on here. And then I'm also going to dab
lemon juice.
oh, I can't reach it. Cornstarch.
I'll get it.
Yeah. It's up top.
Yep.
Have some.
I see it.
Yay.
Wait.
Just a little teeny bit. I'll get another brush.
Let's see. Cornstarch. Like that?
Yeah. Okay. While this is hardening up still, it's still hardening up. I'm going to go ahead and seal off my henna until I need to use it again. This is the way I do it. I just take a little piece of tape. This seals it closed and protects it from drying out and getting clumpy in the...
And then you put it in the freezer.
Yeah, if I'm not going to do any more, but I think I will put it in the freezer because I might give Mary Rose this one and then make some other stuff for myself. I have a whole kit, so I have some from powder. And it came with 3 pre-made tubes, and I already used 2 of those with students. So this one I think I'll give away, and then I'll make my own from frozen.
Got it. So how long do you have to wait?
I'm waiting till this starts to crack up a little bit. You can see it starting to crack up a little bit right on the edges, but in the center is what I have to wait for. So I can start in just a minute. I have to wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't see it cracking yet.
But I do need to take a picture of this for Mary Rose.
Okay. Alright.
Take a picture with the tube too. I should have taken a picture. Can you take a picture of this too? Thanks. Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay, now I think I can do it. So you just want to take a very gentle lemon juice here. Okay. Very gentle lemon juice and sugar. And you just want to just very gently dab it on, just to keep everything in place. And this will probably, since I'm going to watch some kids, this will probably get bumped, and it'll probably start to flake off sooner than later. But that's okay.
How long does it usually take before it flakes off?
On its own?
Yeah.
Oh, like a couple hours, an hour. A lot of people just put it on and keep it on only till it flakes off. See, and this helps us keep it all in place without taking away from the pattern or smearing it. Okay, now that I have that in place, the sugar water, okay, which I'll clean, I'm going to take the cornstarch instead of talcum powder because I don't have any talcum powder.
Yeah, there's some things about talcum powder that have come out recently, so cornstarch is probably better to use.
I'm just going to put some on. Help keep it all in place. Now it doesn't look like anything, but later I'll record the process of what it looks like, and it has it as it cures. So it comes out real faint the first day, but by the third day, it's like a lot darker and it's beautiful. It's where it should be. And then it usually lasts about 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, two weeks.
So you can get a tattoo and see what it's going to look like before you actually go and get a tattoo.
Yeah.
And then it's for life.
I was actually thinking about getting a finger sleeve tattoo where you can get a beautiful tattoo like all done in color on your finger. But here's my question about that is like, you use your hand. I use my hands all the time.
Right.
So it's going to eventually fade and go away. I don't care how much ink you put in there. It's going to eventually, you know. But I'm not into pain. I can't handle pain.
So this requires no needles at all, as you saw. There's no pain involved. It's just like icing a cake. You know, the transfer is just basically water.
And you can change it all the time.
Yeah.
The only thing is with henna, you're not working with color as much as you're working with line and shape and, you know.
And it's not multiple like intricate layers. Of,
Yeah.
You know, it'd be hard to like do like you said, multiple colors in a pattern.
Yeah. When you do color work, that's it's you have to, even with tattoos, you have to go back in and get layers and stuff, and it's kind of expensive and it's painful.
Does this complete the process?
Yeah, this is done now.
So this is day one.
Yeah, and then it'll come out different ways.
And that's the product you use.
Yes.
Beachcomber's Henna Studio Supply by Jody.
So you can freehand it. You can look in here in this book. There's patterns and stuff.
They give you some stuff to play with.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, cool.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So that's for Mary Rose and anybody else that wants to refer to this.
Yes.
Good job.
Would you do a favor?